Massive crowds, ancient palaces, and the tightest security we've ever experienced. This was our most touristy day in China yet. And honestly, we've got some feelings about it. You dream of walking through the gates of the Forbidden City. But what if the magic gets buried under crowds? Tourists over tourists. Is China really like this? Do you need to mentally prepare before visiting its most iconic landmarks? And would we do it again? Welcome to the heart of Beijing, and maybe the most intense day of our whole China trip so far. We are a German-Turkish family of 5, traveling the world to learn, connect, and challenge stereotypes, one country at a time. By the way, if you've ever wondered how we stay connected with our friends and family during our travels around the world, you are in the right place, because we partnered up with Eskimo, our favorite eSIM provider. And we even have a giveaway for you, because we are not looking for a physical SIM card at the airport.
If your phone supports eSIMs, you can set up mobile data before even leaving home.
Since we started our world travels in 2023, our go-to solution has been Eskimo Travel. It's super convenient and reliable. We've used it across multiple continents. It's really easy. Download the Eskimo app. Choose your plan, country-specific, regional, or our personal favorite, global. It works in over 80 countries, and you don't need to switch eSIMs when crossing borders. Install it and activate when you're ready. It's valid for 2 years, so any leftover data doesn't expire. And if you top up later, your balance expands by another 2 years. That's super fair, I think.
So, Mom, didn't we have better signal in Australia than Kati?
Yep, at times even better connection than our friends with local SIMs.
Oh.
And the benefit of getting connection with the touch of a button without fumbling around with a SIM card.
And I like that you can send me data too, so I can stay in touch with my friends.
And yes, I always check my balance right in the app. It shows me exactly how much data I have left. Want to try it for yourself? We are giving away 10,000 free 1 GB global SIM cards. Valid in over 80 countries. Yeah! Just head to Eskimo and use our code OTJFREE at checkout to claim yours. Works on any eSIM compatible phone, perfect for your next travels. This is episode 4 of our China series. If you missed last week's wild adventure on the Great Wall, yes, we were stuck in huge queues over there too. Conquered our fears and took a toboggan back down. You'll find it right here. Today's journey started in our Hutong neighborhood. We passed hundreds of kids that were on their way to school, accompanied by mom, dad, or grandma or grandpa. It made me smile because it reminded me of home. I also often walk Malik to primary school, and then we talk about all kinds of juicy school and friendship stuff. But today, we were on our way to one of the most iconic places in China, the Forbidden City. No, that's not it. But that's what China looks like in the middle of the week at 8 o'clock in the morning. Because we had to walk through the streets of Beijing first to Jinju Hutongsan metro station to meet a local guide from Mubus Tours. I hadn't managed to book Forbidden City tickets in time, but I'd heard they could help you get same-day entry if you show up early enough. months with that plan. Together with the group, we made our way to the entrance of the Forbidden City and got in line at the ticket office.
So my dear friends, can you hear me? Please come closer. Yeah. Just to make sure, you know this is only for the entry tickets. You know it's only the entry tickets. Only entry tickets. After enter, you will have your free time after ticket.
Turns out, no reservation was needed after all.
Okay, also jetzt gehen wir an die Kasse, um die Tickets zu holen.
Alright, so while the lady at the ticket office types in our passport information, I'll give you some information about the Forbidden City. Because it's not just a palace, it's a time machine. Built over 600 years ago, right in the heart of Beijing, it was the ultimate symbol of imperial power. Home to 24 emperors with nearly 1,000 buildings and over 8,000 rooms, this place is basically an empire-sized maze of secrets. Why was it forbidden? Because commoners couldn't even dream of entering, step inside without permission, and, well, let's just say you'd never step out.
Okay. Gut durchgekommen?
Here, at the ticket and security check, we also felt that others had the power to allow us entry or not.
Let's go.
All right, so we were inside. And the first thing that hit us, apart from the security measures, the crowds. So many people.
Der Palast erinnert mich ein bisschen an Südkorea, nur dass es halt größer ist.
Ni hao, from Beijing still. We are in the so-called Forbidden City. And it's not allowed, it's not forbidden to enter today. It took us quite a long time to get inside. We only paid 180 yuan for the 5 of us, 2 adults and 3 students, which I think is really alright. And it's a huge complex over here. I don't really know what to expect, but just from hearing Forbidden City, of course, I'm intrigued, I'm fascinated to see what is there to explore. There are a lot of people over here right now. I don't even know, it's a Wednesday or a Thursday today?
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday, so mid-week. I know on Monday they are closed. And there are a lot of students. We came in with 5, 6, 7, 8 classes from different ages, you know, which looked like primary school students, middle school students, up to youth students, teenagers, yeah. We are still at the very beginning, I think. There's a huge gate over here. I don't have a clue what they are all called. I think that's the main gate. We did not book a guided tour, and we also decided not to take an audio guide. Malik was thinking of doing that, but usually when we take an audio guide, we spend a lot of time in one place, and it seemed so huge that we said, let's just walk around and not get stuck in one place. So yeah, maybe we'll just start. Do you have any expectations? Guys, what do you want to see, or what's your first impression?
Also mein erster Eindruck hiervon ist, dass hier auf jeden Fall sehr viele Leute sind. Die Stadt ist jetzt auch wirklich sehr groß. Und ich finde es hier auf jeden Fall cool.
Wir haben ja noch nicht so viel gesehen, oder?
Ja.
Emmy, ist das denn eine richtige Stadt? Emmy, ist das eine richtige Stadt?
Nein, eigentlich ist es keine richtige Stadt. Also eigentlich ist es nur sozusagen so ein großer Bereich, wo der König, glaube ich, oder der Kaiser früher gelebt hat. Und das wird nur Stadt genannt, weil es so groß ist und so viele Gebäude hat.
Genau. Ich hatte vorhin tatsächlich, earlier I actually looked it up how many rooms there are, but I can't really recall the number anymore. I think it was like around 1,000 rooms, no, 1,000 houses and 8,000 rooms or something like that. Please correct me in the comments. I'm sure there's someone out there who knows more than I do. Yeah. But Lila already said that she got reminded of South Korea. Mm-hmm. How come? What did we see in South Korea? Do you remember?
In South Korea, we also were in some palace, and they looked pretty similar but smaller.
Much smaller. That's right, yeah. So, for all the Chinese out there, sorry, but yeah, we do compare with Korea because that's where we went first. But to be truthful, I guess we have to say that the history of China is so much older. So I guess all this came first, and all the Korean history that we experience in Seoul and surrounding came later. But now, let's go check it out. There were really a lot of people. It felt like everyone had decided to visit the same place at the same time. And they kind of had. Thousands of tourists filled each square. Tour groups were shouting in every language. Entire schools with children in school uniforms were there. This place was no joke. Yeah, it's getting even bigger now, and we have to make sure to not lose any of the kids because there are a lot of people over here. So let's try to get through here. So it's really huge. I have no idea how many people these are. It reminds me a little bit of Agra in India due to the amount of people, but I mean there's still a lot of space left. And it's only, let me see, what time do we have? It's 10:30, so I guess a lot more will come during midday. And we actually just follow the crowds right now. We have no clue where to go, but we are already fascinated by the buildings. Oh, thank you. Lila is making some friends right now. She just got a compliment. So it's very easy to make friends in China. People are very open here.
Sorry, I don't know.
Are you from Beijing? Okay. And you come here to visit as a tourist? Okay.
These little interactions mean the world to us, especially when we see the kids involved.
Family, yes, it's yes, 2 brothers and sister. Yes, sister. 3. Son.
All right, let's get back to this UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Forbidden City is absolutely massive. Not just big, it's mind-bendingly huge. We just passed the Hall of Harmony and walked further into the next section. And it just keeps going. There is more and more to see. More roofs, more huge spaces, more people. It's incredible. I can't even really say so many words. I'm just impressed by the size of this. One courtyard leads to another, and another. And another. Have you been to a famous place that felt too big or crowded? Would you still recommend it? After a while, we were like, wait, didn't we already see this building? Still, there were quiet moments too.
Nice.
One of the kids' favorite moments, despite the ice cream eating, was probably when we went souvenir shopping. Pencils for the classmates. Something for the family. New keychain. Keychain. And everyone got a new
Füller oder was?
Füllhalter.
Und ich habe noch so einen.
Radici?
Ja.
Wo ist denn mein?
Und wir haben halt 2 verschiedene. We got 2 different ones.
Was sind unsere?
This one is for the ladies.
What's the difference?
Over here.
Okay.
This one is the same. And Ahmed and Malik got those ones.
Okay. Interesting. Looks good.
In beautiful boxes. Okay, packst du das mal rein? Aber wir haben 4 Füllhalter. Plus die Stifte.
4. Also 4.
Und für Laila, und für Emmett, und für Marie. Und für mich.
Ja, du brauchst auch einen Füller, okay.
Mama, ich will auch 16 Euro, oder? Mama will auch wieder in die Schule. Mama,
Ja,
16.
One of my personal favorite stops was the old Imperial Postal Service building. We sent off postcards to our family in Germany. And somehow, that tiny act made this giant place feel human. In the meantime, some of the postcards already reached their destination in Germany, by the way.
Wer hat denn da geschrieben? Das ist ja China. Laila, Emmet oder Malik?
Maliki.
But can you believe some of the stamps didn't make it? So it seems like not just our grandpa collects stamps, but some postal workers as well. Anyways, the moment inside the postal service building was just perfect, calm and peaceful. A nice contrast to the touristy outside crowds. All this walking around in the sun and the energy that came with the amount of people made us tired. So before heading to our next destination, we were looking for a restaurant to get some lunch.
Wir wollen jetzt hier alle in die Busse einsteigen. Das ist die Busline. So, wo wollen wir jetzt hin heute?
Wir weiß ich nicht. Ach so, wir gehen zu so einem Platz, ich weiß gerade nicht, wie der heißt, aber auf jeden Fall ist das der größte himmlische Freiheit. Da heißt der Platz der himmlischen Freiheit und das ist, glaube ich, der größte Platz auf der Welt. Ja.
Und das zu essen brauchen wir noch.
Ja, stimmt. Und Schlaf.
Was soll noch mal sagen?
Also wir gehen auch noch was essen.
Hoffentlich.
Ja, also...
Hast du schon eine Idee, was du essen willst?
Nein. Irgendwas Chinesisches. Also wenn ich so...
On Monday, when the Forbidden City was closed, this neighborhood was quite calm. Today, it was more busy, but still manageable.
Ni hao. Hallo. Musst du irgendwas sagen? Musst du irgendwas sagen?
Was denn?
Weiß ich nicht. Name? The name? Wie heißt du?
Regularly, we have these funny situations where we look at people, for example, because they are wearing beautiful costumes, and they are looking at us, especially the boys. Is it the white skin, the long eyelashes, or because people might think that our boys are twins? We don't know.
Jungs, ist doch hier das perfekte Auto für euch. Ja.
Nee, schau dir Mama so.
Echt? Okay, dann sagst du das beim nächsten Mal. Das müssen wir noch mal einprägen. Ni Chao Jim Mi Minze. Können wir. Aber dabei, wir waren doch hier letztes schon mal. Das sind mehrere. Wenn man geradeaus geht, rechts sind da noch welche. Grün. Wir waren doch letztes schon mal in der Straße hier. Und da waren halt ein bisschen weiter rechts. So ähnliche wie. Guck mal, letztes Mal, als das hier geschlossen war, war das viel leerer. Aber irgendwas mit hinsetzen, ne? Was gibt's hier? Ja, okay. Preise sind auch okay, oder?
Hello.
Hallo, Five.
Hello, 5位。OK，他们。3大2小4位轮游啊。来，都上，go。
Ab, okay. 谢谢。
3大2小4人多就可以。
Okay. Hallo, ni hao. Hi.
这个桌你这边这东西少一个。没，多就没打。
Achso, okay.谢谢. Gehst du dahin? Ja. Thank you. Probier mal.
Fun, fun.
Sehr gut.
We'll take the beef and a lamb.
Okay, essen.
Wenn alles einmal da ist, müssen wir einmal kurz alles vorstellen.
Nehmen wir erstmal den Stuhl hier. Leute, bitte.
Danke.
Nimmst du weiter?
Nimm mal auf.
Schmeckt ähnlich.
Hier ist der Reisapparat.
It was delicious. Just the chicken head put us off a little bit because we are not used to seeing those on the plate. With new energy, we crossed the street, literally, and walked into one of the most heavily monitored places in the world. Really, this is not your average tourist stop. The security here at Tiananmen Square is next level.
Keine Ahnung.
Alright, so we just went through security check at Tiananmen Square. I've never had my bag or purse checked in such a thoroughly way. Incredible. Really, they took everything out of my purse, looked through everything twice, pretty much. Wow. Wow, so they really do a good job here. There were at least 4 or 5 officers around everyone. You get checked, your bag, your purse, everything gets checked. So yeah, I think we can feel very safe over here now. And now we are here on the largest square on Earth, I guess. Human-made square. Here in the capital of China, Beijing. The sun is out, yeah, it's very, very hot right now. And we got our reservations through Mubus Tours, which is a travel agency here, because I found it too difficult to do it myself via WeChat. And so I just used the service of this travel agent. And they sent me a message last night that our passport is registered, so I don't have to go anywhere to get tickets or anything because we are registered now. And we have a certain time slot, like we have to come here between 12 and 4:13 or something. And yeah, then this afternoon, while we were on our way here to the square, but we actually stopped for lunch, I got another message saying that we should be here latest by 2:50. So it kind of rushed us now during lunch, and we were still late by 10 minutes. And we were only lucky to have a very nice officer to still let us get through the gate. I think they are very strict here usually, but he didn't want to handle the language barrier, I think. So at some point, after trying to translate some things and explain something to us, at some point he was just like, okay, go through. Just go for it.
Sometimes it's an advantage.
Sometimes it's an advantage to be lost in translation, I guess. So now here we are. So we are curious now. Would this level of security make you feel safer or stressed? Tell us in the comments. Number 2. After a detour, we actually, sorry, we actually got lost. Not in translation, but at the biggest square built by humankind in the center of Beijing, China. made it through the security check and everything to the Tiananmen Square. And then we actually turned right and walked outside again without actually really seeing anything.
Towards the palace.
Towards the palace, yeah. Suddenly we found ourselves in front of the palace again that we had visited earlier. And we actually did not really cross the huge square that we wanted to cross. So we had to take a detour. We had to walk a huge detour, hoped to get in on the other side again. Luckily the reservation was still valid, so they let us in. Here on this side the security was not as strict as before, and now we know better. Now we will go the correct route. Earlier I got confused because there's a huge street here in the middle, and I thought, well, you can't cross it because all the cars are going there, but there's an underpass, which we didn't see earlier. Now we know. So we have this experience times 2. The square itself, it's enormous, clean, impressive. But after the morning, we were already feeling a bit drained.
We're flying.
So, while I enjoyed watching the people gather for the lowering of the flag, the boys jumped around in excitement because there was space. And the air felt beautiful, warm and clean.
So come on, get happy. Come on and get free. So come on, get happy. Come on and get free. So come on, get happy. Come on and get free. So come on, get happy.
I'm messing with it all, I'm individual. I'm with the temperature rising, I'm unpredictable. So come on, get it on, I'm ready when you want. Forgot to mention the reason I'm unforgettable. Cause I'm original, not typical. I keep it moving, but moving, I'm not visible. So what you waiting for? So come on, get it on. We keep it positive, all of it, we're wonderful.
We didn't stay for the ceremony because we were tired. But we did try to go live for the very first time here on YouTube. Well, it didn't work though, because the mobile reception was too slow, I guess. Or maybe it's a security measure? If anybody knows, let's hear it in the comments. We took the metro back into our neighborhood. And then we got happy because we found this cute bakery shop that was obviously also very popular. Do you like bakery goods? Well, we are Germans, so I guess we have to love them.
Ja. Ja? Sind doch schon 5. Noch irgendwas?
Sowas da? Können wir uns auch teilen?
Ja, können wir uns auch teilen. Nimm mal eins.
Die kann man mit der Hand nehmen. Das ist halt immer was raus.
Aber jetzt
unterwegs irgendwo Obst kriegen, finde ich auch noch geil.
Okay.
Davon reicht's auch, oder?
Ja, das reicht. Malik will noch irgendwas. Was ist denn hier? Hier ist ein Drink, guck mal.
Sieht auch geil aus.
Ja. Ah, 22.
Nein, eigentlich.
Einer reicht nicht. Das ist probieren.
Das da doch. Kann man die Flaschen behalten?
Ja, die Flaschen behalten wir auch.
Und wir dürfen nicht jetzt mit rausnehmen.
Cool. Ja, draußen. Sag mal dein Schlüssel hin. Nee, von der Seite. Die ist immer noch am Essen hier. Unglaublich, ey.
Jetzt hat sie noch nicht.
Reaktion?
Lecker. Ist nicht so geil. Ich würde ein eigenes nehmen.
Nein, das reicht. Wir holen jetzt nicht nur alles dreifach.
Kriege ich noch mehr?
Wumat ist bestimmt so ein Supermarkt dann.
Mhm.
Geil. Was ist das für die Zelle kommt aus? Ich nehme 2 Stück. Ah, okay.
Oh, it's cold. It's fresh.
Papa?
It's delicious. At the end of the day, we said we did it. The big Beijing day. Check.
Also ich glaube, das gefällt mir hier ziemlich gut.
Shanghai. Nee, nicht Shanghai. Beijing.
Das gefällt mir besser als in Shanghai tatsächlich sogar.
Echt?
Irgendwie, ich habe das Gefühl, die Leute sind noch mal ein bisschen, weiß ich nicht, freundlicher, umgänglicher.
Aber du hast natürlich da viel mehr Touristen nochmal gehört. Also hier ist es touristenmäßig. Wenn du jetzt hier selber rumläufst, also klar sieht man mal ab und an mal welche.
Hier bist du
aber
halt auch schnell im Grünen, da hast du es gesehen. In Shanghai, wir sind rausgefahren und ewig irgendwie kein Baum und kein Stroh. Das hast du gesagt.
was ist das für eine Marke? Laxid. Sieht auch cool aus.
Alright, so what's our resume after visiting these famous places, the Forbidden City and Tiananmen Square? Worth seeing once, for sure. But go early, be patient, and set your expectations. And if you need a break, find the post office. We were glad we saw these huge Beijing sights. But our last day in Beijing was so different. Less touristy, more local. And maybe our favorite part of the entire city. That's coming next time. And it's our final day in Beijing before we head to a brand new Chinese destination. So don't miss it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our OTJ membership for early access and bonus content.
You want some cherries? We got cherries, we got strawberries,
Cherries and shrub.
We got cherries, we got berries.
and we got some pastries over here. And I was just telling Alpay how quiet it is. I mean, we have this terrace here, part of our hotel room. And
Aua.
yeah, that's what I said. And in probably an hour or two, you won't hear a beep. You won't hear anybody yelling or screaming, no car or other vehicle going by. it's going to be really, really silent.
See you on our travel journal.
Hey everyone.
If you've been enjoying our adventures in China,
Make sure to subscribe.
And if you want extra stories and behind the scenes fun,
you can join as a channel member too.
We'd love to have you.